I'm Dr. Angel Collier. I'm the Associate Director at the School of Nursing here at UTC in Chattanooga. First, I'd like for Dr. Valerie Rutledge, who's the Dean of our College of Health, Education, and Professional Studies, to make some brief remarks.
First of all, let me say congratulations to all of you, not only who are being coded today, if there is such a word, but to all of you who got to join us on Zoom. So whether you were near or far, the chance to see someone that's important to you, mark this day, I think is an important part for them and for you. So I wanted to share with you just a few thoughts before we let you get to what is clearly the most important part of the program. And as I thought about it, there are some things that I think are important that you have already recognized in whoever it is you are celebrating and recognizing today, but I want to share those with you. A lot of those people who are here today started out in nursing scared to death. How do I stab somebody with a needle? How do I make sure that the things I'm writing down about them are correct? How do I make this diagnosis? And yet each one of these young people today had someone who believed in them, and very likely it's those of you who are here with us today, watching them get their white coats. Many of them were very likely good in sciences, maybe in biology and chemistry. And in spite of all that, they were also good at those things that make nurses so important, and that is taking care of people, being with them in the most critical moments, making sure they said the right thing and stood beside them when they maybe just needed somebody to hold their hand. A lot of people have been asked what they believe about nursing, and I wanted to share just 2 or 3 of those with you today. Some people say nursing is an opportunity to make a difference in someone's life through care and prevention, and it's an opportunity for growth. Others have said nurses are the heart of healthcare and the hospitality of hospitals. Yet another one said nursing is an opportunity to journey with others in the critical moments of their lives. So when you look at the top professions, not just in the United States, but across the world, nursing is in the top 5 in almost every category, whether it is respect, desirability, or trust. So I'll leave you with a couple of thoughts. Who knew that Charles Dickens' quote, when he wrote A Tale of Two Cities, would be so fitting? And I will beg Charles's patience with me as I change it just slightly. It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. It was the age of wisdom, it was the age of foolishness. It was the season of light, it was the season of darkness, it was the spring of hope, it was the winter of despair. 1 year ago, our lives were very different. Healthcare was different, and the professional expectations of nurses were different. Even our vocabulary was different. Who knew that we would have all of these words like self-quarantine or COVID-19 or any of the others that have emerged? And yet, it is likely that in many of the settings that have been the most challenging, the most difficult, it is nurses who have met that challenge. So I wish for each one of you who is receiving your white coat today, the most exciting, the most challenging, and the most rewarding of careers, and congratulations.
So in addition, I'd like to thank and recognize our nursing faculty, for they are the ones who are most instrumental in assuring that our students learn and are held to the highest educational and ethical standards. So let's give our faculty a round of applause. And we'd now like to recognize those entering into the Bachelor of Science of Nursing at UTC. So I'm going to ask Dr. Kelly Hand, our Level 1 facilitator, if she will read the names of the students as they come forward. This is what y'all been waiting for on Zoom. Okay. The Dean Barba. Christina Bradley. Brianna Britton. Faith Brown. Kendall Camp. Maggie Card. Chadwick. Courtney Daniel. Sorry. Molly Dean. Rachel DeGarmo. Ella Pearl Evans. Taylor Fletcher. Hannah Gregg. Carrie Harding. Taylor Herndon. Christy Hunt. Riley Hurd. Jennifer Isaacson. Chloe Keith. Ruth Kemp. Kayla Tindley. Haley Lazan. Delaney Mercier. Jamie Henn. Peter Wynn. Brianna O'Neill. Sarah Radcliffe. Esther Rybachuk. Caroline Stanley. Megan Scout. Maggie Scholl. Emma Stacy. Molly Stelling. Brittany Stone. Eva Tran. Macy Warren. Rose Watney. Abby Woodard. Ireland Will. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? So at this time, we're going to ask the students to affirm your responsibilities to your patients, faculty, and fellow students. So after I read the following statement, will you answer by "I will"? As a nurse dedicated to providing the highest quality care and service, will you pledge to consider the welfare of humanity and relief of suffering your primary concern?
I will.
Act in compassion and trustworthy manner in all aspects of your care.
I will.
Apply your knowledge, experience, and skills to the best of your ability to ensure optimal outcomes for your patients.
I will.
Exercise sound, professional judgment while abiding by legal and ethical requirements.
I will.
Accept the lifelong obligation to improve your professional knowledge and competence.
I will.
Promote, advocate for, and strive to protect the health, safety, and rights of the patient.
I will.
With this pledge, do you accept the duties and responsibilities that embody the nursing profession?
I will.
All right. At this time, I'm going to ask the students to recite in unison with me the International Code of the Nurses Pledge. Reciting this demonstrates your willingness to uphold the pledge and to fulfill it as you begin your journey through nursing school. The students will say this together. In full knowledge of the obligation I am undertaking, I promise to care for the sick with all understanding I possess, without regard to race, creed, color, politics, or social status, sparing no effort to conserve life, to alleviate suffering, and to promote health. I will respect at all times the dignity and religious beliefs of the patients under my care, holding in confidence all personal information entrusted to me, and refraining from any action which might endanger life or health. I will endeavor to keep my professional knowledge and skill at the highest level and to give support and cooperation to all members of the healthcare team. I will do my utmost to honor the International Code of Ethics applied to nursing and to uphold the integrity of the nurse. All right. At this time, Dr. Smith, Tanya. Okay. At this time, the students have pledged to care for vulnerable people they encounter each day as they work towards providing compassionate and competent care. Please join me in congratulating as they enter this exciting part of their journey. You online can clap. The UTC School of Nursing faculty and staff, I'd like to thank you for attending this first ever virtual Whitecoat Ceremony. It will be recorded, so you can view it later, and you can view it forever if you want to. But at this point, this concludes our ceremony. Let's give them one more round of applause. Yay!